Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial. So in this video, I will show you how to find the correlation between two variables and student learning motivation and their writing achievement using SPSS. So we are going to explore the relationship between those two variables, and we will also decide whether to use Pearson correlation or Spearman correlation based on the normality of the data. Before we that, we must have the correlation, research question, and hypothesis. And the hypothesis and the research question, I write in a significant correlation between a student learning motivation and their writing achievement. And hypothesis, no hypothesis, there is no significant correlation between the two variables. And then alternative hypothesis, there is a significant correlation between the two variables. So we have the four step and in here, so we're gonna copy in the word for the SPSS. So before we start the check the normality test, we are to already have the data, and I already have the data. We are writing achievement and learning motivation, so we are gonna copy the writing achievement to SPSS. Okay, going copy and paste in SPSS. In SPSS, we copy in data view, not variable view, data view. Okay, don't forget to paste in here. And we need to copy also learning motivation, because we need to check the normality, the two variables. So writing achievement and learning motivation. So we are going to copy learning motivation. So copy and paste in SPSS in here. So now we have the two variables, and before we test anything, we start by preparing the data. First, we create variable name in SPSS, and we choose the variable view and the name. We are write what writing achievement, and then row 2 learning motivation, and the labels we're gonna write writing achievement, and then learning motivation. So, and the column measure, we choose the scale because the data is a numerical of data. So after that, we check the normality test. So decided between Pearson or Spearman, we need to check if our data is normally distributed. So go to analyze, descriptive static and descriptive static. We choose the explore, and writing achievement and learning motivation, check the variables to the dependent list. So click and click here, click learning motivation, and click here and click plot, because we need to check the normality test. We check this in normality test, and we need to see a histogram. We check the histogram, so continue, so click OK. So now we have the test normality in here. So we're going to copy to Word. Step 1. Sorry guys. Okay, we have the table test of normality, and we see the sick in here. Okay, we need to describe the table test of normality. So here the result of the Shapiro-Wilk. So writing achievement, sorry. So writing achievement has a SIG here 0.734. This is above 0.05. So each normal distribute. What about learning motivation? So learning motivation, sorry. Learning motivation has a SIG here 0.049. It is below 0.05. So it is not normal distribute. So the conclusion is because one variable is not normal, we will use Spearman correlation, not percent correlation, because one variable is not normal instead of person. Okay. Why writing achievement it's a normal distribution? Because writing achievement has a SIG 0.734, so this is above 0.05, so it's normal. Why? Because why learning motivation is not normal? Because has SIG 0.049 is below 0.05, so it's normal. So we can next use Spearman correlation to check the correlation test. So after that we need to next to step scatter plot, and then we back to SPSS to check the scatter plot. So now let's create the scatter plot to see the distribution visually. So go to graph and a chart builder, click OK, and then we choose the gallery of scatter dot in here, and I choose the simple scatter like here, and drag into the preview box, double click and tarik OK, and then put learning motivation in the x-axis, double click OK, and writing achievement, double click to y-axis, so click OK, and we have the graph. So the scatter plot show no clear upward or downward pattern. It looks random. So we're gonna copy this, copy to Word. So the scatter show no clear, sorry, show no clear upward and downward pattern, and it looks random. it looks random, meaning there might be no strong correlation between two variables. The scatter plots show no clear upward and down pattern, and then it looks random. It's meaning there might be no strong correlation between two variables, and we can next step, a linearity test. We go back to output here. So in the linearity test, it's optional, guys, because even though we are using Spearman and don't need to linearity, so we will you can check the linearity. You cannot check the linearity test because we know the data is not normal, and we need we use the Spearman, and the Spearman you can check the linearity, and then you cannot check the linearity. So even though we are using Spearman and don't need to linearity, and I will still check it to understand the data better. So go to analyze, so compare means, and then means, writing achievement and dependentness, and learning motivation to independentness. So click option. So in the option, we are going to know ANOVA table and test of linearity, centang in ANOVA and the test of our linearity, and continue and click OK. So we have the ANOVA table in here. We are going to copy and go to Word, paste. So we can see in the ANOVA table, look at the line linearity. The same value is so 353 in here, linearity, and deviation from linearity. So we can describe in here. So guys, the line linearity, the same value is 0.353, which is above 0.05. So there is no strong linear relationship. And also, the deviation from linearity here, you can see deviation from linearity. Here ya guys, 0.626, 600, sorry, 0.0, so 0.626, and also above 0. Sorry, 0.05, and meaning there is no significant. There is no significant because the two, linearity and deviation from linearity, is above 0.05. There is no significant deviation. So the support is that we can use Spearman correlation because there is no clear linear pattern. So the support that we can use Spearman correlation. Sorry guys, correlation because what? Because there is no clear pattern. So we can see the signs, the sig in here. Sorry guys. Yeah. The linearity is 0.353. It means it's above 0.05. So there is no strong linear relationship, and deviation from linearity also is 0.626, is also above 0.05, and means there is no significant deviation, and this support that we can use Spearman correlation in this test, guys. Okay, we can next test step hypothesis testing. Okay, we can back to SPSS to check the Spearman correlation test. Now let's run the correlation test. Go to analyze, and this analyze we choose the correlate, and the correlate we can choose the bivariate. Then bivariate in here, writing and learning motivation, two variables, learning motivation and writing achievement. So because we need to know the Spearman correlation test, don't forget to checklist Spearman and two-tailed person and Spearman, and don't forget to check the flag significant correlation also. So click OK, and we have the non-parametric correlation, the table correlation. So we're going to copy to Word and paste. So now we have the table correlation, and the table correlation we see. So now we can see the correlation table. The Spearman correlation coefficient is, writing achievement correlation coefficient is means 0.094, which means a very weak negative correlation. So the sync value is 0.299. So the learning motivations, the same value is 0.299 also, and which is above 0.05. So this result is not significant. That means we accept the null hypothesis. There is no significant correlation between learning motivation and writing achievement. So the significant value, okay, we describes. So description. So the Spearman correlation writing achievement is mean 0.094, which indicate a very weak, sorry, negative correlation. And the significant value the significant value um, here the significant value significant dot also 0.299 is the same significant. Okay, we're going to write is 0.299, sorry, 99, now which is greater, sorry, which is greater, no greater, it's just which is the above 0.05. So this means that the correlation is not, yeah, statistically significant. So this means the correlation is not significant. So since the p-value since the p-value 0.299 is above 0.05, we achieved the null hypothesis. Okay guys, this suggests that this suggests that there is no significant relationship between student learning motivation and writing achievement. In this data set. So guys, after we see the table correlation, we have the description. The Spearman correlation coefficient between learning motivation and writing achievement is means 0.094, which indicates a very weak negative correlation in here. So okay, we are going to check, yeah. Okay, guys. So you can see the significant value to tiled is a 0.299, which is above 0.05. So this means that the correlation is not statistically significant. So since the p-value 0.299 is above 0.05, we achieve the null hypothesis. This suggests that there is no correlation significant relationship between student learning motivation and their writing achievement. And the conclusion sorry um sorry guys. So the conclusion, oh my god, what is this? Therefore, the null hypothesis, or ha sorry sorry ha is chat, and the alternative hypothesis is rejected. So in conclusion, there is no significant correlation between student learning motivation and their writing achievement in the in this sample or that. Okay, guys. So the conclusion, therefore, the null hypothesis is accepted. The alternative hypothesis is rejected. So the conclusion, there is no significant correlation between learning motivation and their writing achievement in this sample. So even if students have a high motivation, it doesn't automatically mean they will achieve high writing scores based on this sample. So okay guys, I think that's the end of my tutorial. I hope this helped you understand how to analyze correlation using SPSS, especially when you see Spearman for non-formal data. So don't forget to watching until finish. So thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye. And also, the deviation from linearity here, you can see deviation from linearity.